Quran on Earth's shape. In early Mesopotamian mythology, the world was portrayed as a flat disk, supported on 4 giant world-bearing elephants which stand on the back of an even more massive space-traveling turtle, with a hemispherical sky dome above. And this forms the basis for old world maps like those of Anaximander and Hecataeus of Miletus. The recognition that the figure of the Earth is more correctly described as an ellipsoid dates to the 17th century. As described by Isaac Newton in Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica. But the Quran informs us that the Earth is round almost 1400 years ago in Surah Naziat verse 30, Surah Zumar verse 5 and Surah Rahman verse number 33. And after that he spread the earth. He created the heavens and earth in truth. He wraps the night over the day and wraps the day over the night, and has subjected the sun and the moon, each running its course for a specified term. Unquestionably, he is the exalted in might, the perpetual forgiver. O company of jinn and mankind, if you are able to pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass. You will not pass except by authority. In Surah Naziat, verse number 30, the word used is dahaha. Translated by early commentators of Quran as spreading out, but in its wordings it contains all the meanings for the coming generations. That is, for the previous human generations, this verse was giving a sense as per their time. And for us again, the verse has the capacity that it gives new meaning as per our modern understanding of science. In past, the more appropriate meanings were ignored because people were not able to understand and connect those meanings with the verse. The meaning of the verb dahaha is more than just an ordinary setting or expanding of a thing. The concept of roundness is also present in other words derived from dal ha-wa, which describes setting out in a circle that is to spread or expand out, giving something a round shape. Also, it means the place of laying of eggs of ostrich, and sometimes the ostrich egg itself. Also, as in phrase daha al-batan, the belly was or became large, distended, inflated. That is, it indicates something spherical, rounded or arched, not something that is flat or square. Now look that if we take the shape of ostrich egg, it is not completely round but somewhat oval-shaped. And the miracle is that just recently we came to know that the shape of the earth is not a circle or round shape, but spheroid with depressions at the poles. Further, when we look at Surah Zumar verse 5, the word used are He, God, wraps the night over the day. The Arabic word yukawiru, translated as wraps, and it means to revolve upon, fold up, flow into, shroud, make one thing lap over another. It is used for the act of wrapping one thing around another in the way that a turban is folded on the head. This revolving or folding of the day and night can only take place if the earth is spherical. If the earth was flat, then the day and night would change suddenly. If we look the earth from space, this is exactly what we see, that day and nights are rolling over a spherical ball. Lastly, in Surah Rahman verse 33, we see that God is talking about if you are able to pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, Now again, as before, past commentators of Quran took the meaning of word Akhtar as regions. But now, when we have modern terms of science, the Arabic language have adopted the word Qutar for defining diameter. And this was done independently by the evolution of language without knowing that this is something going to serve as another miracle of the Holy Quran. Now we know that diameter is a straight line passing from side to side through the center of a body or figure, especially a circle or sphere. Thus, look again, Quran is consistent in representing Earth as a sphere. That's why the word Akhtar is used, which again shows the rounded shape of Earth, as diameter can only be mentioned for circles and spheres.